Our legs just awkwardly touched. It got weird. All right, guys, we are ready to game. We're hopping into the brand new broadcaster mode. Came out this morning for the Xbox 360, and we're about to party. The map Octane, the game mode, domination. And Rambo, let's talk strategy early on. What is the key to victory on this map?
So Octane is all about the angles on B-Dom. Since B-Dom's in a crate, you really want to get your ARs in a position where they can constantly see inside B-Domination. As soon as you get control of that, if you don't let go of the angles, you're going to win the game. You're going to win the game.
All right, we're on board with the FaZe replays at the start, but I want to go to the guy you said might be the MVP, and no AR for you. He's got an MTAR to party with at the start of this one. So Ray, I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on how the Codcaster mode works, or sorry, the broadcast mode works.
We're good. I'll just watch your screen.
You got it? You're just watching mine?
I'll watch your screen.
All right, deal.
So Huddle's making an interesting play here. He actually got by who he needed to get by, which is really good for him, so he's going to get the angles here. He's going to get the bus angle, which is currently TCM's angle on the map.
So he looks to be directly underneath someone. You saw that gunfire. Wait patiently. Here's Gunshi and gets the quick pick. So what's Huddle's plan here?
So
totally
he was trying to stay behind
response,
and being annoying. Yeah, no, he could have pushed A, but at that point it's kind of like counteractive since you're making your team play 3 or 4 up front. But there is 3 down for TCM now. So we're seeing a strong push from FaZe, and they got the first cutoff on strip, so that's going to be a cap. That should be a B domination cap. Or actually, Moose?
Uh-oh.
Did Moose go big? No, actually they're still on B, and they're going to get B. FaZe wins breaks here, which is huge on this map because, like I said, it's all about keeping those angles. Now FaZe can just slow down, keep their ARs in positions where they can see B domination and try and hold it for the rest of the map.
Nice shots there from Classic. Seems to be very comfortable with this Remington. B is secure. If you look at the stats, it's replays though. The vocal leader at 6-2 with the cap early on. Let's jump on board with the man as FaZe is going to be out to an early start, 20-13, and replays is in my favorite position to camp the top of pawn.
Top pawn, you like top pawn? Yeah, top pawn's a good spot to hold, especially since he's going to be forcing spawns on pawn side of the map for his team. So if they eventually get 2 or 3 down, they can push for a 3 cap. Domination on Octane is actually one of the few maps where it's very, very good to actually push for a 3 cap because you can hold 3 for a long period of time.
Yeah, so let's break it down for the noobs a little bit. 3 cap, of course, is trying to control all 3 capture points. 9 and 3, by the way, replays. We're staying on board with him. Some maps you want to just hold 2.
Correct.
Some maps you want to hold 3. When would you want to not go after all 3? Because it seems like basically if you're telling my mom how to play Call of Duty, she would think you would want to have everything.
Right. Well, I mean, some maps don't really allow you to have 3 caps without having to forfeit your home flag. So when you're pushing your opponent's flag, certain maps make, whenever you push that, the game itself makes your opponent spawn at your home flag. So you don't really want that because you're kind of trading position for position. It doesn't really help you that much, unless you're really forced to get the points. But on maps like Octane, where it's very wide and open, there's very lot of positions you can take to actually push up on the map and get those 3 flags and even get more points to your opponents, because obviously 3 points, controlling 3 points on the map is better than holding 2.
Makes sense to me. You can see that score definitely paying off with that B control. And right now we got somebody on C. Rambo, which one do you think it's going to be?
Might be Flux.
I was 100% wrong. It's going to be Flux. You were 100% correct. And it looks like Flux not going to be able to last long there. We're going to go on board. It was replays and back. Nope, Classic is going to secure that spot and rotate back around. But meanwhile, we got another player on B. I'm taking a chance. It wasn't him. But TCM has it locked down, 48-34. I think they're going to have total control with Gunshi helping out on that one. And now you are currently watching Flux once again rotating back for that C capture point. They're going for all 3.
Yeah, it's really a good play by Flux that he made earlier. We'll come back on that in a second because there's 3 players of FaZe on B. They are going to cap this thing lightning fast. But it's to see if they don't get counter capped.
Oh!
2 down, and I believe even 3 down now, so they're going to get, actually no, TCM.
Oh. Marky B just dealt with things there.
Was
Flux was there to cover, and also you had Gunshi firing over their shoulders. So far in the game, it's Gunshi and Flux doing the damage with 10 kills each. Both Moose and Marky B struggling in the kill column. Same thing on the other side for FaZe as we show you the map overhead, and this is one of my new favorite things in the broadcast mode. Look at this beautiful action.
So we saw a great attempt by FaZe to get the flag with 3 mans on it, but at that position, since B-Dom is so in the open, you were forced to pretty much just run out in the open after you capped the flag. So it was a pretty easy counter cap for TCM to get back control. But we saw Flux earlier is go for C. Pretty much he contested the flag, which forced one player of FaZe pushing back towards his home flag. Even though he died on spawn, his team had a 4v3 advantage in the middle of the map.
Now, when you're going to contest the flag, is there any reason to not go for the whole thing?
Yes, actually, if you have any kind of fear that one of your opponents is in the area, it's actually much better to try and get off the flag and get yourself in a position to get a kill before you finish getting a cap. It's much easier to do that way, and it's much harder for a teammate to predict what you're doing when you're not on the flag. If you're on this certain objective of the map, your opponent knows where you are, of course. So it comes to a point where if you do get off that flag, that player has to look for you and not know exactly where you are.
Nice kill went down up top pawn as FaZe is able to retake control. It looks like Huddle just trying to stop the bleeding as look at that scoreboard. 73-71.
Last minute 3-cap here.
And will they get it? 5 seconds left.
And they're going to get 2 out of 3.
Flux is there.
Actually, one player on C, so it's going to be
74-7.
1 point game. That's really close. Octane, that's probably the closest I've ever seen on Octane.
Really?
Octane is one of the maps where if you play properly and your other team, you catch your other team off guard once on the map, you can get a 3-cap easily and hold it. So for this to be a 1 point game, it was back and forth to a certain extent. We saw FaZe try and make some quick plays, trying to get by with a few plays on getting 3 up in on B, but it just came to the point where TCM were able to counter it, and we saw a pretty even game.
So Rambo, who had 74 and who had 73 there?
FaZe actually up 1.
Wanted to confirm that. All right.
Yeah.
So FaZe +1.
FaZe
What's the
+1.
biggest margin that you've been down and made a comeback on, by the way? Just out of curiosity for Don.
Probably on this map, probably above 40 points.
Really?
Above 40 points. Like, it's really
so we can see a huge swing in the
second
half.
Oh, you can see a crazy swing. It's really about a team's ability to control the map, and once they push for 3, holding their own flag, because it's really easy to get countered. Obviously, if you push one side of the map, then your opponents will spawn the other. So if they get free access, pretty much your home flag if you're not watching it. So that's pretty much what we saw Flux earlier. He spawned strip, and he ran straight across the C and got the contest, which allowed his team to get B after that.
I love it. Shout out to Rami. You can see him at the far left, our referee. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Rami. TCM versus FaZe, second half of game number 1. The difference in the first round, 1 second. 1 point on the board. And we'll see who will finish out game 1 stronger. Who do you think is our player to watch? It was definitely Gunshi, like you said, in Flux, doing the damage on TCM in the first half.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like if FaZe is going to really step up here, it's going to be Replays and Huddle. Like you said, Replays is the vocal leader on FaZe, a very strong player, and his ability to do vocal, I respect very much, because that's one of the things I've been doing since I've been playing. And to see Replays, a young player who's able to do that for his team, it's very, 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 very sweet to see for me.
I love it. Replays on your screen, SC 2010 in hand, and he is going to go straight for that A cap. See how many of his teammates come with him. It's just him. You can see on the mini map here, guys, they're going to leave Replays in the immediate action. They're trying to sweep behind and go straight for that C, as one player is going to go for B. Replays is just going to early on get that A cap and then try and protect his buddy at B.
Yeah, and we actually see someone that snuck behind their opponent team here on FaZe, and so one of the players on FaZe is actually on C right now, which is really big because they have do they have first 2? I think they
Mr.
do.
Huddle, yeah.
Yeah, Huddle contested C. So as you saw, he got off the C flag because his team did win the break on B. So all he has to do at this point is just protect B flag, and he'll know when to go to C.
So when they take C back, he's going to know it. There he sees it, and he's on the move. He's got the MDAR in hand, hunting down Marquee B. And now you're going to see Gunshi secure C and immediately get punished, as a fantastic start for a Huddle. Sneaks behind enemy lines, causing all kinds of problems and holding down this broken wall.
Yep, and being on your opponent's side of the map is the best thing you can do in domination, because as you can see right now, there's a little arrow next to him that's really worrying about him. And that was a huge kill. Whoever got that kill was a huge kill.
It wasn't Marquee B, but he's in the center of the action, picking up another kill with the MTAR, so that's 2 straight. Make it 3 straight for this TCM squad. Everyone coming out of the strip club as TCM is taking some fire. Let's jump on board with Moose.
Moose had a chance to go for 3 there. He was on the opposite side of the map. His team forced FaZe to spawn strip. It was a really easy play to try and make FaZe focus on their home flag instead of B flag. But now we saw FaZe make a strong push, got a few kills, and now they got B back, and we're pretty much back at even.
We're watching Moose as he's trying to work with Flux. Both go down. Marquee B, the last man standing. All 4 up for FaZe, and Marquee B is just trying to stop the time over at the B flag. Not going to work out for him. We're going to jump on board with the guys who are probably going to stay alive a little bit longer, the people in the power positions, as Replays is holding down this right side of the map. Now talk to me about this positioning, what you want to do from here.
So he's in the top broken building, which is what most people call out. So he's controlling the left side of the map, which is forcing TCM to spawn pawn side, which is pretty much the way you want to do it to actually go for C. So there, he had a chance to go for C. You see, one of the arrows on TCM is now forced back to run back to their base. So instead of TCM focusing on trying to get B back and getting the lead and control of the map, they're forced to control their base before even going on the map, which gives a lot more time to FaZe to control the map and obviously get more points.
Replays running out of ammo after that kill is going to go pick up the AK, and he's going to stick with his SC-2010. Just 8 bullets left, and feeling very confident. Sees his teammates doing damage over at Pawn. He is going to once again contest C. Players on the hunt. Can Replays get out of here alive? He's so sneaky.
My.
No, Replays.
So smart. And he really he juked the complete head out of him right there. That was a great play.
That was awesome.
And Replays is going big for a C right now. They have a 18-point lead after that first point lead, which pretty much doesn't really matter, but at this point, they're making really good plays. But they are losing B, and they did lose A. So while all of this was happening, TCM was making some big plays on the map, and they do get map control now, and it comes to a point where they might have to go for 3 to actually win this game now.
Yeah, let's jump on board with TCM and tell the comeback story. We got Moose on your screen. He's leading the squad at 7 and 6. And it looks like Flux is going to be back there.
And they get 3, and they just got a 3 cap right here.
3 cap? Is
these
this how
next
you do
kills
it?
are going to be huge. And FaZe actually cleans them off, unless there's a secret nade that comes through the middle of the map, but it's going to bring him back. So right now they have more or less a minute 30 seconds to work with, and they're only down 10 points, which is easily surmountable if they can hold the map control and actually win this game.
1 minute 20 seconds left on the clock, so 80 seconds there. You can get 1 point per flag every 5 seconds. 59 to 53. Look at this scoreboard.
Huge
Rapidly going up in favor of TCM. FaZe holding on to this lead, but not by much.
This is right here the clutchest part of the map. Oh, that was a huge kill.
Big kill being scored, and we're going to take a look at the middle of the map. Huddle is going to be sitting in the club, and over here you got TCM partying, Marky being French, trying to make their way to B, but Huddle is in the center of the map with Spacely.
FaZe got a very unfortunate spawn. They're spawning strip while C was their last home flag, so we see TCM here being up by 2 points with 30 seconds left. It's all up to FaZe to actually make a play on one of these corner flags. They really have to make a strong push here. And we see Replays being close to one, and he actually gets killed off spawn. And it looks like TCM is going for A here. If they can get this guy off A, they might actually win this map.
TCM, they were down 1. Trying to make the comeback now as we go to Replays. Meanwhile, it looks like Flux and friends are in B. And I think they
need 3.
Can TCM hold on?
This might be a tie game.
We got Moose.
I believe, no, never mind. I didn't say anything.
You didn't say anything.
I didn't say anything.
Huddle's in there, but TCM is celebrating. They know the 6-point differential.
And they are high.
And the second round is going to give them the advantage, 74 to 68.
That was single-handedly the closest Octane domination I've ever seen.
That was impressive.
In my long career of 2 weeks of Career Ghost.
You know, you're a veteran.
Veteran of Career Ghost.
You've been putting probably the second most time in the world.
Probably?
Yeah. All right, FaZe. Frustrated after that one. Classic led the team with 13 kills in that second round, but they will lose game number 1, a grand total of 5 points. Extremely close battle. FaZe, TCM, game 1 is in the books. We're going to a quick commercial break. When we come back, it is game number 2 as we head to Octane again, this time for Search and Destroy.